Yo, what it do, what it do, what it do. You know who it is. It's your boy Pharaoh Mo in the building. And of course, I got some special guests with me. I got my man E with a Q, make it do what it do. And
You
I
know,
got
I do what
Jayia
it
with
do.
me. Hey, everybody say what's up?
What up?
What's up?
Hello,
What's up?
hello.
How's everybody doing?
Good, man. Yourself?
Good, good.
I'm
Oh,
mad
I'm
it's
great.
Sunday night. I
Sunday
gotta go
night.
to work tomorrow.
Ah, man, hey, don't remind.
Now, granted, I just have to walk down the hall, but I'm still gonna work.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's why I need.
Listen, I
ZipRecruiter.
don't think I do miss the office, but I don't think I could ever go back. Like
No,
not full time in the office.
I'd have a hard time, especially if I'm used to being that. Oh yeah, I'd have a hard time.
It's
I'm sure
been
everybody feels the same way though. I mean, bosses and everybody. Like I'm sure they all feel the same way. Plus, like as a company, like you probably save so much more money.
hmm I mean they
Yeah.
have some offices, but yeah, it's been 5 years now. Yep, it's been 5 years. Well, technically six because of the pandemic, but
Right.
How'd you get in there?
just I'm in like recruitment marketing. I found this job when I moved down here, and it's one of those industries that like once you're in it, you're in it, you
Hmm.
know, because there's so many different job boards and companies that do this. So that's it. My
Yeah.
last company was they were pissing me off, so I was like, yeah, it's time for me to go because I'm
Understandable.
heavily out. I'm heavily outnumbered here, so.
I get it. I get it. So what's up with you, E? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's good with you? I seen you yesterday at the Derby. You know what I'm saying? You was doing your thing and shit. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
working, man. Just chefing it up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm god dang on manager up there now, man. But it's like
Hey.
I got more power just to be stuck on pizza. I'm like the pizza cook. They're like wasting my talents, but it's easier. It's a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
for what I get paid as much as everybody else, and they gotta do all the. I mean, we get busy, but I ain't gotta do all that other stuff, man. I just make pizzas, man.
Yeah.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
well, their pizza is fire. I ain't gonna lie. This shit is bomb. So,
Oh
hey, if you
shit.
if you're cooking the pizza,
Yeah, it's me.
it's fire, cuz it's fire. It's fire. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. But let's get into something, man. Let's get into the show. I want to get into some things. So I was talking to somebody a couple days ago, and we got into a conversation about uh control. Like what is considered controlling? Like okay, so Jaya, what do you consider controlling
I
or
would
controlling
say,
behavior? I should say.
um, I mean, there's definitely levels to it, but it's stopping somebody from doing something just because you just don't want them to do it. Like there's no viable reason or whatever. Now,
But
that's why I say there's levels to it, but
right. Okay. So okay. Well, what about
What
you?
was
Okay.
the?
Well, what about you? E. What do you consider controlling?
Well, like she said, there's levels to it. Like, so take example, like say you're in a relationship and you're like, man, I don't want you to go to this party because so and so's there, and they're not your friends, they're acquaintance, but they'll try to like holler at your girl, whatever, and you at work or something. You're like, I don't want you to go to this party, and you know what I'm saying, and then you go to this party and something happens. Now, what if she cheats on you, then that's her decision. But what
Right.
if something happens? Here's where the whole thing is, because as men, we're saying this not to control you, but we're like, hey man, we
We're
know how these
men.
people
We know
are.
how guys think.
Right. So if something happens, the controlling part is like, now if you break up with her because something happened, there's where the controlling part comes. Because now, say if you're dating a stripper, you know what I mean, and she goes and she's at work and somebody drugs her and something happens, you're going to console her. Why console the stripper, and instead of the girlfriend you just told to not go to the party? You know what I'm saying? So the controlling part afterwards is like, if you break up with that girl, now
Right.
it's controlling. Like, oh, I told your ass not to go to that motherfucking party. Now this is what you want to do. Now you done something happened to you. Now I'm supposed to be here to console you and make sure you're okay. Then that's where the controlling part comes, because now you're trying to look. I told you what the fuck to do, and you don't want to fucking listen.
But you had a
Yeah.
viable reason. You had a viable reason though to not want her to go. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
but you got a
But
valid reason. You don't want that girl to go to the strip club, because you know how people
yeah,
can get.
if something happened, I mean, if something
Yeah.
happened and you already told her, you already knew
You told
what
her
it's
not to
going to
go to
be.
work. You know how a motherfucker might get. You
Yeah,
know.
nigga. Yeah, I'm saying like a wolf's going to tell you how a wolf's going to be. I mean,
Yeah.
so
So it's
I
it's
feel
a
like
slippery.
yeah, I feel like there's a there's a like a threat though. Like if if you go to this party, I'm gonna break up with you. You know what I mean? I feel like that like adding a consequence
Yeah, yeah.
is going to, or if you continue to work at the strip club, I'm gonna break up with you or whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like
yeah,
that makes
that
it controlling
yeah, but you also got to take into
or it
consideration
adds
like
to it,
you
you know?
knew what you was getting into
Right.
before we even here. You know what I'm saying? You knew I was at the strip club before you got with me. You knew this is what I was doing. So like you got to come into the situation knowing at that point. But
Like you're adding a consequence to the action to get the person to do what you want them to do. You know, like you don't want them to go to the party or you don't want them to work at the strip club anymore. So you're saying
but at
I'm
the
gonna break
same
up with
time,
you or whatever.
it also does depend because it's all about intent. Because I
Mhm.
got to be telling you something for your safety. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you not to do something because I know this may happen, and if this happens, I may or may not be there to help or save you if this happens, and you're going to put yourself in a situation. I'm telling you that you're going to be dancing with wolves, and you put yourself in that situation. So how can I protect? You know what I'm saying? If I'm here to
Mhm.
protect you and I'm telling you this, how where's the protection? And I'm trying to protect you by telling you not to, and you putting yourself in the middle of danger.
Again, if you could tell, hey, don't don't go here, and it's just you can't tell a motherfucker what to do and what not to
Right? Yeah,
do, and where to
yeah,
go and
I
how to
agree.
go. You can suggest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
you can highly suggest, you know,
Highly
you know,
suggest.
Mhm.
and you can give your opinion. Hey,
Encourage,
I know how
encourage.
this motherfucker is. Watch him now.
He's a known rapist.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean, he's very aggressive. Oh no, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You know, you know Diddy parties be having that baby oil in that. the
Yeah.
drugs and the baby oil. So whenever your legs is a little bit, hey, it, it, um,
You wake up sore. You already know what but you knew you knew this. You're mindful of what can happen because you already know.
yeah,
You already
it's
know.
life. You know, don't touch that hot plate. It's gonna burn you. But boy, why? That hurt. That hurt, mama. That hurt. I told you, boy. Now look at you. Now I gotta go get a band-aid and I go get the ice and stuff for your head and shit, boy, because you don't want to fucking listen.
Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, I don't know. It's just something I thought
And
about.
the most women I know, you try to tell them where to go and who to talk to and who not to talk to. It don't end well. That's not a conversation that I usually, you know. But if you're
Oh,
in a relationship, both of y'all should be grown enough to be able to have a talk of them grown up relationships, the conversations, because you're
Mm-hmm.
grown. Like, we're grown now. We should be able to talk. And if our voices and body language gets a little bit hype and aroused about the situation, should be able to handle it if we're grown.
that part.
Mm-hmm.
I agree 1000%.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's a message right there. That's a bar. That's a bar. So I now that you actually kind of segue us into the next topic. Um, Now, granted, I could give a fuck about what another motherfucker does or do, but this is just it's a hot topic of what's going on right now. Megan and Clay Thompson. Megan Thee Stallion and Clay Thompson. I want to be the first person to say, and no, I'm not misogynistic, but we're going to get to that word later. But I want to be the first person to say, fuck that bitch.
Jesus.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
He
Fuck
could have
that
left
bitch.
her alone. He could have left her alone, though.
Why?
He could have left her alone. If
Why?
that's the way that he felt, if he wanted to be polyamorous, non-monogamy, whatever, he could have left her alone.
You knew going in.
You knew going
And
in.
the other thing is we are not in their business. We do not know the conversations that them two had when they started dating.
That's
He
that.
could have
It's,
told her, yes, I want to be in a monogamous relationship and not meant it. He could have told her, hey, I don't do monogamy. And she was like, maybe I can deal with it. And she figured out she couldn't. We don't know the conversation that they had. But
I,
he could have left her. He could have just left her alone.
I'm gonna tell you like this. First off, he can't do monogamy. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you why. For one, you got this nigga Tory Lanez in jail because for one, this man was fucking with your friend, and your friend couldn't be there at a certain time, so you end up fucking him. So you fucked your friend's man, and then he supposedly shot you, which was not the total truth, and you lied. You even lied to Gail, because if she asked you if you ever had sex with Tory Lanez and you said no, it's a lie. Then you cheated on your man that you was with at the same time that this Tory shit was going on, and said you never had sex with him and you had them both in their face. Yeah, it's messy. It's messy. Like, she's a messy broad. I
Well,
follow. I'm
can,
following
can,
the
can I
signs.
just
There's
say? Can
nothing.
I
There's
just say?
nothing.
Can I just say on that note, um, that has no bearings on what Clay and her relationship. Clay knew that. That story's out there. You know what the hell it is. You know what Megan's about.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what you're getting
You know the
yourself
story.
into.
You know shit. You know what I mean? I know a few broads who stabbed a few guys, and just because I know you're willing to stab a motherfucker, I won't be going near you because we might have a few bad arguments. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he knew what he was getting into. On
That's
that
why I
note,
said he could have. He
on
could have
that
just left
note,
her. He could have just left
you
her
know what I
alone.
mean? Just huh?
That's why I said he could have just left her alone.
On that note, but you know, I've whenever I thought you was the reason why you were saying fuck her is because like you're just
She's no
throwing
good. No,
dirt.
bro, she's no
You're
good.
throwing dirt on this guy's name, man. Like you know what
No,
I
no,
mean?
no,
Like
no.
you shouldn't be.
I'm
You
with
putting your
Clay.
business, huh?
I'm with Clay.
No, no. I thought that your point was going to be saying about her making it all social media and putting everything out there like that and
Yeah, she
making
shouldn't have did
Clay's
that.
name look bad and all this. You know what I'm saying? Talking
Yeah,
shit like
yeah, yeah,
you shouldn't do
yeah.
that, man. No, you know what I'm saying?
No, no, no. Like, bro, like you know what people are saying out here about Clay. They're trying to make it like Megan glowed Clay Thompson up. Like she like bigged him up. Meanwhile, like niggas don't know, like this nigga's a four-time NBA champion. Like when
Them is Megan fans, man. They them is,
oh,
you know what I'm saying?
but it's, dude, but that's the narrative, dog. That's it's a big narrative, and that's what's going on because it's like for those that know, they know because obviously they follow basketball and they know. But it's like the Megan fans, they're sitting here acting like she's bigging this nigga up. Meanwhile, like nigga, this nigga been glowed, but before she was even on, this nigga was a champion before she was even on. So like, what are we talking about? And they're trying to sit here and say, I never heard of Clay Thompson before Megan got with him.
Yeah, that like I said, that's just Megan fans and ignorance, and they're just in the culture world. You know, Clay, eh, he's the sidekick to Steph, so everybody heard of Steph and see Steph and everything like that. It's just, oh, that's the other guy with Steph. That's who that. If you don't, you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure if you ask them people, them same females, who's the top 5 basketball players right now after LeBron James and Steph Curry, they probably don't know nobody's
They,
name. You know what
yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
wouldn't know. They would just be rambling off names and shit.
Yeah.
Just
So
people,
them
I mean,
people, but
people that they think they know and shit.
yeah.
Meanwhile, Clay,
Mm.
hey, Clay,
You know, females and males, they get in relationships for different
the
reasons.
wrong
So like,
reasons.
Megan's her the people who she can date is going to her list is going to get a
Small,
whole lot smaller. Where Clay's is just going to get a whole lot
bigger.
bigger because it's Megan freaking a stallion, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So her,
She's
she's
particular. It's
going
a
to need
female,
somebody either on her level or more popular than her.
and even
And how
somebody
many
popular than her, that list is small.
that list is small. And now all the niggas know what she's about. So now everybody's like, ooh, you know what I mean? They done touched that iron one too many times. A few motherfuckers done touched that iron one too many times, and they like, ooh,
Yeah, she
she
already
will
said she sent
burn
a
ya.
nigga to jail. She sent a nigga to
Motherfucker.
jail based off of her fucking with her friend's man.
Yeah, motherfuckers getting it. Motherfucker could go to jail. All
And
this.
her
She
friend shoot her and the nigga just didn't tell. He kept it
she
solid.
she's about to be the Black Kim Kardashian. Pretty soon her sex tape's gonna be out here pretty soon because she's it's going. Her
It's
name is
bound to
just gonna,
happen, bro.
yeah, like
It's bound to happen. Oh, I hate to say that, bro. I hate to say
I
it.
hate to say it, but you know what I mean? Like
Pattern. It's a pattern.
you know what I'm
Sorry.
saying? And
Sorry.
she, cause she ain't going, and it's sad because the guy she's looking for, she gonna have to get a regular motherfucker, dog. Cause the regular motherfucker's gonna be like, oh shit,
You
I'm
ain't
with
shit.
Megan Thee Stallion. I'm gonna make sure
But
I
wasn't
do right, you know what I
wasn't
mean?
her
But
wasn't that one dude that she was dating? Wasn't he just regular? Or am I?
yeah, it
No,
played him.
no. No, he was Cardi B's fucking ghostwriter. So I mean,
Yeah, it's just
he was regular.
Oh,
Like
okay.
he wasn't like
It
out
wasn't
there like
like
that. But he's Cardi B's
famous.
ghostwriter. So
Okay.
you know what I mean. He was somebody, but he really wasn't nobody. Kinda.
Okay.
But she cheated on him. So in front of his
yeah.
face.
Whenever I say a regular dude, that's what I mean. It ain't gonna be you, me, and you definitely ain't gonna
Someone
be
who's not in the
shitty.
spotlight.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
right. You know what I mean? She already see what she's gonna do to them, cause she wants the Tory Lanez. She got to be with somebody on that caliber. She can't be with Tory Lanez assistant. Like I make more money than you. What you gonna do for me? And it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But that's how she gonna talk. And that's how it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's sad, but you like yeah, that's
There's
how
a
she going.
there's a pattern.
It's just with rich and successful people and money in particular. It's a
There's
lot.
more. They
Like I
want
said,
more.
for the men, their list opens up as they make more money. Oh, I get this person, I get this person, I get this person. As women, like I'm not going back down to that. To where guys, man, they could see a waitress at a bar and start dating her or you know what I'm saying?
Like Chris Brown said, I could make a broke bitch rich, but I don't fuck with broke bitches.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But that's what guys do. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're broke, they'll guys will date the broke chick.
yeah.
Women will never date. I mean,
They
well,
won't they won't do that.
they won't try to. At least I'll say that.
And the ones who are dating a broke chick is mad as hell because that motherfucker sitting on the couch not doing nothing. They mad. They keep talking shit. That motherfucker don't do nothing. He'll get up and clean, but they're happy because he's always home. Some chicks just need that motherfucker that's there. Like they don't care if they work. They don't care if they don't have nothing as long as they home. They home. That's why you
That's
see the broke
crazy.
motherfuckers that got all these broke motherfuckers around here with 9 kids and shit, and they don't got shit and ain't about shit, and
Got three, four different chicks that are all on the same page. That's crazy.
you know what I'm
And
saying?
they ain't
Because
got
they just
shit.
want that. They just want them there, and that motherfucker like
Oh man. But let's get into the next subject, man. I want to talk about like so words that are like I don't want to say overused, but I maybe misappropriated. So Eric, how do you how do you feel about somebody calling you sassy? How, Jayya, how do you feel about the word sassy? How do you
Man,
use the
I
word
was about to say,
sassy?
don't fucking call me sassy bitch. What the fuck? That's how I'm going.
Yeah. Pretty mad as hell. Like this is
Listen,
sassy.
for this, I'm speaking for myself.
Okay.
This is me. When I use that word, I'm being funny. I am cracking a joke. So if like it's all in good fun, you know what I mean?
Right.
So like something funny happened, somebody did a gesture or said something, or somebody cops to some attitude. I'm like, oh, you being sassy, aren't you?
Yeah,
But it's in good fun,
I can
and
get that.
it's funny. That's when I
Right.
use the word. Is it's in good fun and it's funny. I'm not using it in a derogatory manner.
Would you
Now, if
call
I
No,
what?
no,
say that,
I
if
can
I
Would you
say
call
recognize
would
that,
you
that.
call man sassy?
but yes, absolutely. If you're doing something like if you but if you're again, it's being funny. Like you're being funny. You know what I mean? Like it's in good fun. I'm cracking a joke. Now, if you would tell me, "Hey, don't call me that," cool, back off. My bad. I was trying to be funny. That's the end of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not saying it in a derogatory manner. Like example, if we're all in the same room and I see one of you for whatever reason put your hand on your hip, I'm like, oh, are you being sassy? Something like, you know what I mean? Something like
I can take that. Yeah, I can
that's what
take
I'm
that.
gonna use, like
That's
something like that.
I can take that.
That's it. I'm not gonna, again, not using it in a derogatory manner.
Yeah, I can take that. If I hate that for one, I hate that shit. That's
Why
why
have
it's
you been called sassy?
no, no, not at all. But
Uh,
like I just hear how people use it. But if I was to call somebody sassy, like I I, I, I feel like if I'm gonna call like okay, if I'm calling another man sassy, to me it's like me calling you. It's like diet bitch. You know what I
yeah.
mean? You know what I mean? Like it's like diet bitch. I might as well call you a bitch.
So
You know what I
so I
mean?
can see, yeah, I can see why you're saying that. Like for either one of you to call the other person sassy, I'm like, why are you saying that word? Like, but for me to say it, for a woman to say it, like it's
Yeah.
nothing for me to say it.
Yeah. Right.
But if
Right.
you know what I mean, but if I saw another male call another male sassy, I'd be like, why are you using that word?
Yeah.
Like,
But
not
even
saying
You're
you
going. You're going.
can't, but again, in context, what is the context of you,
right.
and why are you
Yeah, the
using that word?
context. Yeah. But I feel like people will okay, so like I feel like people will use that word like sassy as almost like a scapegoat. Like okay, for instance, what's the best way I could describe this? So if
Being a smartass.
well, no, like okay, say if I said no about something, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I just said no, or I don't want to do like I don't want to do something like, or if I'm with my girl and you know I'm the one time I just don't want to do nothing. Why are you being sassy? You know what I'm
So it's
saying? Like,
almost like in a serious context.
I'm just
I,
giving an
and, I,
example. Yeah,
and I,
that's
but I say serious in that manner. Like you're saying, I don't want to do something. Somebody's calling you sassy. Like they're not being funny. You know what I mean?
right.
You're setting a boundary, and they're calling you sassy for setting a boundary.
Yeah, well, but it's just it's just certain examples that I've
Yeah,
pulled from. You know what I mean? Not that's not a like
but
a
but it's
specific.
almost like in a serious and like a serious like sassy to me is not a serious word. So if you use it in a serious context, I feel like that's like, okay, why are you saying that? You know what I mean?
I get it, but sometimes like again, sassy is diet faggot. Sorry,
If I want, I mean, to me,
no
sassy.
disrespect.
If you ask me the word sassy, what I picture some say sassy is that little ass girl being smart with her hand on her hip and
Yeah,
uh,
Right.
you know what I
right.
mean. Being so that's why
Bobbing
I
their
say he
head back
called.
and forth.
Yeah, like that's what I picture. So you call
But
me
this
sassy, like
but
you
I'm saying
have to
that's what
say,
I'm
hold the
saying.
fuck.
Like if I see you bobbing your head back and forth with your
Yeah,
hand on your hip, I'm like, why are you being sassy?
this,
Like
yeah, yeah,
you know what I mean? But
Right.
again, it's in all it's to me, it's in fun. You know what I mean? It's a joke.
Yeah,
right.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, okay.
So if a female, if that girl's called you sassy, she's trying to she's trying to poke you. You know, she's trying to get a reaction out of you, and
Hmm.
that reaction is probably just a reaction just so because the best sex is some makeup sex.
Yeah,
So
yeah. She probably wants you to take her down. She probably wants to see how big of a man you are.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
But let's get to the next word. So, misogyny. Now, for those that don't know, I got this pod, and it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere you listen to podcasts. It's called Inbox, and I usually do word of the day, and I did this word before, misogyny, and it's you know, if you don't know the meaning of the word, it's when males have a dislike for women. But there's also another word called well, we'll get into that later. But misogyny. Do you feel like that word's thrown around a lot?
yeah. We live in that type of world, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like it's used a lot more than it was because now people have been able to put a name on what has been happening. So I feel like that's why we're hearing that word a lot more.
Yeah,
You know, it's one word that can sum up a lot of what's going
a lot
on.
of what's going. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
And you know, it might be taken out of context a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? People might just use it a little bit more just because a man might be mistreating a female and oh yeah, and he but you know, it's that type of world. It's a doggy dog type of world. It's a big bank takes little bank type little world. It's just the way it is, man. You know?
yeah, yeah. I feel like that word
And
gets thrown
and
around a lot.
you know what I mean? And most likely women like when the most men who are that's the aura. Not saying, you know what I mean, but that aura of that man, most women are like, "Oh, that I'm attracted to that."
I
So,
think that's masculine though, not misogyny. That's where I would call the difference out. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
like there, it's masculine versus misogyny.
and
I think,
that's where I
yeah.
get to where it's, you know, it could be misused. It's being
Yeah,
misused.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
I'll,
being a man, you like just how men are, and I hate to go down this road, but like just how men are, like just us being men, like you could say like is our basic nature is misogynistic.
Yeah, we're that's our
Not saying, and I'm
nature.
not saying like I am, or you know what I mean. I'm not trying to, but like it is what it is. But not saying that we are, but
so
yeah,
where I've seen misogyny misused is if a man is describing his preference. He likes blonde hair, blue eyes, and you have a brunette, brown-eyed girl getting pissed off. You know, oh, you don't like women. You're like that's where I've seen it misused. Whereas like that man is just
yeah.
describing his preference.
Yeah.
Now, where the line gets drawn is he could just leave it at that, but he may say something derogatory to the brunette. You know what I mean?
Oh
That's where
yeah,
it crosses the line into
yeah. Like
misogyny.
I've seen some horrible
You know
shit.
what I
That's
mean?
like
And he
like
like,
that fucking what's that shit called, that red pill fucking
yeah.
the
Is it
he's
fresh
a
and fit?
black dude. Yeah.
Fresh and fit or fit and fresh
I'm
or
like,
whatever.
oh my god, this like so there's some things he
Yes.
says that's like on point, but it's like, bro, like you were fucking horrible, bro. Like
You talk about that old dude?
No, no, this is the
no,
Fit and
no,
Fresh podcast
not
actually got
Kevin Samuels.
didn't it
That's that
cancel
nigga.
didn't it get canceled?
Yeah,
The Fit and Fresh podcast, that one got
Hmm.
canceled.
Yeah, they got canceled. Like,
But
yeah,
again, he has a preference, and he could have just left it at that. Just a preference. But he had
that
to take it to the other level, and that's where he stepped into misogyny. Like, it's a
well,
fine
no, but
line.
he be talking bad to them
Oh, that's
females
what.
that
Yeah, I know.
that go on. I'm like, oh my
And to the women that are
gosh,
sitting in the studio with him, like,
like
also, I'm like,
talking
girl, get up,
crazy.
and
I'm
get
like,
out. Like,
yeah,
stand
like
up,
you.
stand up.
Oh my, like I feel bad for him. Like, because like he be saying some real shit. Then that's his like,
The
dude, you
message
can't be
gets
sitting there
lost.
talking to you can't be talking to the females like that, bro.
The
Like,
message gets lost because of that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. It's contradicting. That's what it's.
Mm.
Yeah, that's. Mm, yeah. Another word, grooming. Oh my gosh, this
I
just
need to
sounds
hear this.
horrible.
I need to hear
How?
this. When I
Okay,
saw
so
that, I was like, I want to hear this one.
okay, so how do you feel about like people using the word grooming? Because like I feel like that word gets thrown around a lot, and mm,
Where is this coming from? Like
what do you
who
mean?
give us an example. Where is this coming from?
What I mean, because okay, so I was looking at something, and like I'm just and I just random shit online, and people throw these words around a lot, and to make it sound like something that it's really not. I mean, it may be, but if you really read the context of some of these things and what's going on, it's like, yo, you're just trying to throw something in there to maybe hopefully catch a case and you know be on some bullshit when it's not even that. So like, for instance, so say you're 18, you have a girlfriend at 17, you're in high school, you know what I mean? You're graduating and she's a senior. You're in college and all that, and the people probably would say you're grooming her. Meanwhile, like you guys are just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Because of the
Simple shit
age
like that.
difference.
Right. They're gonna look at the age
Okay.
difference. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. That's really what
Okay.
I'm you know what I mean? Like the misuse is a misuse of the word. But
And
people
you
would
feel,
say people would
yeah,
say that is that. It's really not.
right.
Well, I'm gonna start out by saying, well, there's it's sad because now in society you have a type of part of your age to where that part of your age could ruin your life. So if you're in between 17 and 22, you're at the mercy of the world, and that's at the time of the ages when you don't even know yourself. You're a kid. You're just now adulting. You don't know
No,
nothing,
right.
and
Hmm.
But you
you're
can get in trouble
22
though.
messing with a 19-year-old. That could be considered grooming, which is crazy because
They're
it's
both
3 years.
legal.
But once you turn 22, you could be messing with a 70-year-old, and everybody don't even
Blink an
bat an
eye.
eye.
So yeah, but I think that you can be groomed at any age. So to me, grooming is taking advantage of somebody's naiveness, whatever the word is, for your own personal gain. It's
That's what
easy.
I yeah.
It's easy to groom children. Anybody we'll say anybody under the age of 25. It's easy to groom them because their frontal lobe isn't developed. So it's easy to get them to kind of bend the way that you want to win. If you know what you're doing, if you know how to persuade and convince that person, the children are just easy. But I feel anybody at any age, that's how you get these people in cults. I just watched the freaking Nature Boy
the
cult,
nature
Nature
boy
Boy,
shit.
and I'm like,
That shit is crazy. I
I was
seen
like,
a
I was
little
like, y'all are
preview. I was
grown
like,
adults. Like, where is the where is the cognitive, like, where is the cognition? Where is like your thought process going? But
fucking
again,
nuts.
he got them. Shiny got them to go wherever they were, Costa Rica or whatever, and then groomed them while they were there. But they were all adults. So, I think grooming is taking advantage of that
Yeah,
naiveness. It's just easier to groom kids, and that's where, you know what I mean? But I agree, like the age the age gap, like a 17 and a 19-year-old dating, to me, that's not grooming. It's a 17 and now a 17-year-old and a 25-year-old, or a 17-year-old and a 30-year-old. I'm gonna look at you sideways. I'm
yeah,
looking at you like, what are you doing? A 22
yeah,
year old and a 70-year-old, I'm looking at you sideways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's why I said that at that age of your life, you don't even
Hmm.
know yourself, and it's a little messed up because I know people who was their whole lives is ruined now because of a one night of consent of two people, and they was barely of age, and one
Hmm.
wasn't, and their
yeah,
parents didn't like the person, so they got charges put on them because of their parents. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And that's when they start using that road. Oh, they're grooming my child and all this stuff. Well, no, I'm a child, and they're a child, and you know what I mean. So that age gap in that little bit time of your frontal lobe, neither one of y'all even know. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? That
but what's
some
really
people
going on?
some
Yeah.
people don't lose their virginities until that age. You don't even know, you know, what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And at that age, it's the first person, first two people. Oh, I love them. They're the love of my lives, and you know what I'm saying. So, and you're at that age, and now your life is ruined because you're in love with someone, but somebody's saying you're grooming. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell that word fucking means.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. That's
Like,
what I mean.
I
Like
just I don't even know
that's
if
a
I was
word
taught
that
that
just
word in
came
high school.
about.
Was that word on the vocabulary list this year? Like, did we use
Mr.
that
Reynolds'
word?
class.
Mr. Reynolds, Mr. Reynolds, did we use that word? Was that one of the I missed that week. I was off that week, man.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
that's what I'm talking about. Like all these words that are just being thrown around, and like it never was a thing. Never was
No.
a thing when we was growing up, bro. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah,
Hmm.
but you know,
I mean,
when we was growing
it's
up,
going
all those
down.
things behind the scenes. If you look at
Yeah.
all the stuff when we was growing up, all those things behind the scenes that was happening of
Yeah,
places and people, man, and you
Listen,
know what I'm saying?
in plain sight, in
In
plain
plain sight.
sight. But
hey,
it's the same, like we said earlier about misogyny. There, now we have a word to
There
attach
it
to
is.
the stuff that was happening.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
now it's like, is it overused?
Yeah.
Potentially, but now it's
Yeah.
like, okay,
Uh,
this age gap
You can
difference,
recognize it.
regardless of how big it is, you know what I mean? It's getting that stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that word grooming is a slippery slope, man. You know what
Slippery.
I'm saying?
That shit is, yeah. Ooh, yeah, that shit is
If
it's a slippery
if you
slope,
if you
bro.
say you know what I mean, I'm grooming somebody, man. I might take a little offense to that. What are you talking
Mhm.
about, man? You think I'm a sex offender? What are you saying, yo?
Yeah.
What are you
No,
Mhm.
no, no, no. Now that
you
I
know what I
really
mean?
sat here and
I'm
think
not.
about it, I somebody probably would say like I was. I don't even. I don't consider it like, but like somebody would say like my oldest son's mom. I was grooming her because she's what I mean square, and what I mean ain't nothing. You know what I mean? Like I was out of school. She was. well, a senior, but like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Again,
Like that
again,
takes I don't want to say take advantage, but like there's nothing. But like
again, you're at
you
that
could
age to
some people
where,
could say that.
yeah, again, you're at that age. That's what I'm saying. Again, you're at that age to where those little things, you know what I mean? You don't even know. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You're right out of high school. You're 2 years out of high school, but you can't mess with somebody who's in high school. That's weird.
But
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? But
uh,
uh, put it like this: my
I guess it's
stepdaughter,
hindsight.
my stepdaughter, she was 27, I think, at this time, and there was some college was coming around, some college kids was coming around, and I'm like, you know what I mean, you don't want to go, you know, see what you can, you know, there's some college football players, man. You might, you know what I mean, they might like you know what I'm saying? She's like, Aariq, they're in college. I I didn't even think like,
But
you know what I
what?
mean?
I mean, I get
Like
it, but
what?
like what?
And
Nigga,
she was only 28,
that's what
and
I'm
they was
saying. You're still in your 20s. Like what are we talking
so
about?
I didn't even think of it like that. She's like, yeah, man, they're you know they're college children. I'm like, but you're a child. She's like, I'm 28. I'm like, oh, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So now
Okay,
waiting 5 years when she's 32 and now he's 24. Now it ain't so bad, right?
right. So okay, so I got a question for y'all now. Like what's a appropriate age, I guess, gap like
I
today?
can't say because society is what society says, but for me, I don't even like going out to clubs and bars no more because you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Some of them girls that they might be having fake IDs, and I'm looking at them now. I do be feeling like a creep. Like I'm looking like, man, I got children older than you, yo.
Mhm.
Like if you don't get away from me,
You
Yeah.
look at it, you look when you mature, when your frontal lobe develops, you
Yeah,
look at it
you can
differently.
recognize that shit.
Like, I mean, I could tell you all the places I partied literally up until 25, and it switched immediately, you know. And even now, like if people come into town or we're celebrating a birthday, I don't want to go down 6th Street in Austin. It's nothing but a bunch of college kids. I don't got any business being down there.
right?
And I will go down there for an hour because I will drink for free. But we're out. 11 o'clock, no later than midnight, we are out. Give me, you know, the local bar down the street. Give me a Sunday brunch and I'm good, you
Yeah,
Yeah,
know? But I think it comes with maturity, you know?
I've been around this
absolutely.
country, man. I lived at a lot of places and did a lot of things, man. And like I don't know, man. Like I said, I just can't even some if if you're not at least 25, I mean 35 at my age, I like
What can I do?
yeah,
I
there's
f-
no what is the point of
I
even
can't
I
even
feel
connect.
like even
yeah.
just talking, yeah, just connecting, talking to somebody, you'll know within the first 10-15 minutes of that conversation.
Yeah.
Because
You'll know.
even if you don't ask that person their age in that first 10 to 15 minutes, something's gonna be said, or you're gonna be like, how old are you?
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
have a good day. It was great talking to you. Have a good day. I'm out. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something's gonna be said, or there, you know, that's gonna just gonna trigger, and you're gonna be like, yeah, no, I don't belong here.
And as men, we got to watch out because younger women like I mean women like older men because of
Yes.
maturity level. They don't want to deal with the childish men just running around with hey you hey oh you don't want to talk to me, all right, hey you oh you don't want to talk to me, hey you just
What
going
was
right down the bar touching everybody's shoulder.
What was the movie? I think it was Phase on Love, and was it Couples Retreat where he was dating that younger woman and he realized he didn't want to do it anymore, and the
Yeah.
wife he wanted his wife back.
Yeah.
Like it's like that, like yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here with this.
Yeah. Nah, I ain't doing all that. There was a point I was gonna say, and I completely forgot. Once you made that, I completely forgot what I was about to say. Damn,
My bad.
It's all
it's
good.
cool.
It's all good. But shit, um, it's been a nice little show, and about to wrap this up because I'm about to die here on y'all. my phone's about to die
You
and
up
shit.
past your bedtime.
No, but no, my phone's actually about to die. But
No, I need you to do better.
it's
We've been talking about this all day, man. You don't know? Just put your phone on the charger, bro. Like
I'm not
you got
dog.
some
Listen,
shit.
It's been on
I
You got
the
the
put my
super
phone on
fast
a
chargers
charger.
now, bro. You put that shit on there for like
Yeah.
15 minutes. You be like, damn, dog, my shit went up this high already. Come
yeah.
Yes.
on, man.
Listen,
Well,
I put
no,
my phone on a charger while I'm getting my daughter ready for bed, and that thing's fully charged by the time I'm ready.
we'll see because I got to switch it because I got the phone, I got I got the iPad right here, so you know what I mean.
Why isn't it plugged in?
I had to plug the iPad in. Then I
You
had to
need
plug
you need
the mics in and
You could plug the
you need
you
you
could plug
need
the mute. You could use the wire right through the iPad. I got an
you
iPad too,
need
motherfucker. You could
I
use
got
the
to
wire to
multitask.
plug it right there.
yeah, you need a power strip or whatever. You need something. Listen, I gotta show y'all this plug. I kid you not, I can plug every electronic in my house into this one plug.
I got one like that too.
This one plug.
Power
I can
Hey,
strip.
plug my laptop, like 4 or 5 devices. I love that
Yeah.
thing.
I got
I
one that
need to
got
get
like
on.
it spins and I could put my phone, my tablet, and everything.
Definitely need to get one of those
Yeah,
because
I had to get
yeah,
it when I went to Europe. So because their plugs are different. So
Yeah, they're the opposite way.
mhm. No, it's not even that. Like
oh
the prongs are different
Yeah.
to go in the outlets.
Ain't it like oven prongs? Like it goes like in a circle. It's like
There's circles, and while ours are flat, theirs are
yeah,
circles. Hmm.
yeah.
mm,
Yep.
interesting. Hey, learn something new. Shit.
Yeah. So if you ever go to Europe,
Yeah, you gotta have the different little
you need to
joint.
have you ain't charging
Or you ain't
nothing.
nothing.
Also, take washcloths because the hotels in Europe don't give you washcloths.
What?
Hmm. I learned that the hard way.
Mm,
Had to
Interesting.
go. And their stores are closed on Sundays, so I had to wait till Monday.
mm.
I landed Sunday, and I had to wait till Monday to go to the store.
Well, I guess that's kind of almost expected, kind of, sort of. But anyway, thank you guys for coming on and sharing your opinions.
Thank you for having us, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, maybe
Thank
we
you for
can
having me.
you know keep this going. I do got some other things I want to talk about, but we can save that for next time. We can spice it up a little
All right,
bit.
sounds good.
But hey, let's do this same bad time, same bad channel.
All righty.
All
All
right.
right, y'all. Hey, this is Notorious M.O.E. My man E with a Q, make it do what it do. Jayia, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.